Welcome back. Still here at Lane's Outdoor Equipment in Chipley, Florida. Trying to get through this introduction, frankly. Started off as a cool day, and the sun has broken through, and it's really pretty gorgeous out right now. Here with Robert Irby from Skag right now. We've got a bunch of vendors out here, a great opportunity, a one-stop shop for you if you're in the market for a mower or other outdoor equipment to come and see all of this equipment, more importantly, to be able to compare it side by side. Robert here now from Skag. Robert, how many years have you been doing this show at Lane's?
This is my second year being down here at the show.
Okay. We've talked to some guys who've been here for 15 years, 7, 11.
Yep.
Obviously, an impactful show, and it gets the attention of these manufacturers. You're here back for your second year. What do you think so far of what you've seen today?
Oh, it's been a great success. Johnny and his group do a great job for us, and just second to none as one of our premier dealers.
And I was going to ask that question next. They do right smart for Skag?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're one of our best customers. Retail a lot of product for us, and their service is impeccable. Just a great staff here, and do just a super job once again for us.
I'm really glad to hear you say that. We work with Johnny to some extent with his marketing, and you know, I'm not in the outdoor industry. I bought one high-end mower for my wife to mow the lawn with when we first moved to Washington County, and that's pretty much the extent of it. You know, we come here for our service. Johnny does do our service work, but to hear somebody like you in the industry from a manufacturer, as you are, say that, you're not the first one that has said it. People have used terms superlative service after the sale,
right.
Extensive selection of parts, you saying he's one of your best dealers. That's strong. That's huge.
It is. In fact, I was talking to some of his end users or commercial mowers, or excuse me, commercial cutters earlier today, and basically they said they can call here and not only make sure they have the part in stock, the part will be waiting on them when they come here, or help him fix the piece of equipment over the phone. That's phenomenal. Something simple that they might could try, one, you know, fuel-related instance or something like that. That can stop a commercial cutter out in the field. And as we all know, time is money. If they're not mowing grass, they're not making that money and not utilizing their time. So having somebody like Johnny and his group here to depend on, even a phone call away in a lot of cases, it's just phenomenal. They do, again, a great job.
But what better way to build customer loyalty than to provide those services that you just pointed out?
Exactly. I mean, there's no better way to do that. And what ends up happening, you not only earn a sale on the front end, but you develop a customer, and that customer relies on you time and time again, and that keeps business coming back.
And certainly good for you as the brand, because when there's something new that comes out, you can be sure Johnny's going to have a sample on the floor, or he's going to at least make this guy aware, hey, he's a Skag guy, that's all he'll buy. We need to let him know about this new piece of equipment. So whether you're here or not, Johnny's selling for you.
That's right, Paul. Exactly. And we do have new products that are coming out routinely and annually in a lot of cases. Our Cheetah line, for instance, we have introduced that over the last couple of 3 years, and Johnny has done a great job of moving those Cheetah products for us, not only in some of our larger deck sizes, but now since we've introduced, for instance, a 48 or a 52-inch deck model in those Cheetahs, he's done a phenomenal job of making sure that those are out and well represented on his floor. So we like to have dealers who want to help us and in turn help themselves by earning more sales with different and innovative products.
What is Skag known for? What do you concentrate on? What's your focus?
Basically, right on zero turn mowing equipment. That's it. And we deal primarily in the commercial side of business. We do offer high-end residential mowing equipment, but our primary customer day in, day out is the commercial cutter. And quite honestly, I should back up just a minute. We have developed a huge customer base with our residential users who have the 2 to 5 acres and more, who will also invest in our commercial products. They want to have the same type of equipment the commercial guys using. And it blows my mind time and time again that a homeowner will pay $10,000 to get to cut their grass, but certainly they will do that time and time again.
But you know, as somebody who moved from Panama City Beach, we had sand spurs and sand as our front yard, a quarter mile off the Gulf for 30 years. Moving up here, we have that 2-acre front yard.
Right.
And I told my wife, I have no problem moving up here. I have no problem buying this house with the high maintenance, but I'll buy you any mower you want, but you're the one that's going to be cutting the grass. And we did just that. We bought a $6,000 or $7,000 mower, fairly wide deck. It's fast, 0-degree turn. And so far she has not complained about having to cut the grass. But that's the difference of that versus versus something which may be underpowered for that big a commercial or residential use.
Correct, Paul. You're exactly right. And you hit a home run. You bought your wife the mower. You didn't buy it. So you're wise beyond your years, my friend, let me tell you. So, and we do have more and more women mowing grass. And what we do is make our equipment as simple to operate as possible so that those ladies can get out there and do just that. They enjoy running it, mowing equipment as much as us guys do. So, it's a big benefit to sell to the end user, and a lot of times they are the lady of the house.
Well, every once in a while, I'll take it in my mind to go out and cut for a little bit, and I'll have to ask her now. How does this have to be configured for me to start it, and
right.
How do I engage the blade? And about that time, she says, "Get off," and she gets on it. And I've really accomplished what I've tried to do, which is to get the yard mowed, and I can go back to what I'm best at, which is probably doing some kind of marketing. This is a really wonderful event. We're seeing a lot of people here. Over the long haul, obviously, right across from you, a guy been here for his 15th year this year. So it's an impactful event. More importantly, it gets you plugged in with that end user, that commercial guy. You brought that up. I'd like to explore that a little bit more. The guy who's in it has got 3 or 4 mowers and a bunch of weed whackers and blowers and has maybe multiple trucks and trailers on the road, doing it for a living. Time is money. He doesn't want to be down. He wants to get a good brand to start with and then ready access to parts and service. And if you can throw in somebody like Johnny, who's going to help you fix something over the phone, or is going to say, hey, I'll drop what I'm doing for this residential customer because it's important you get back on the road, that's huge. Your part in that, it's got to be rewarding.
It is. When you and the most rewarding aspect of it is for us is actually setting some of those new dealerships up, and you watch them grow and grow and grow, and then you get to where the level of dealership that Johnny is here. That to me is really the most rewarding thing in this business, or in a lot of other industries as well. But when you see the dealer development and the number of products that he's able to get out and retail for us, and again, it is the most rewarding part of the job for sure.
Well, again, an impactful show. These guys have been here year after year. You see yourself coming back? Should you still be working for Skag?
Yeah. And here's the neat thing about this industry. All us guys have either sold the same brands, different brands, but we've all been here time and time again. There's an old saying in the business, we lawnmower salesmen never die. We just change shirts and paint colors and keep going. So, what
better way to sell your product than having sold the competition at some point?
That's right.
And a lot of times, I experience this a lot. Many times I suggest that somebody do business with somebody else and not necessarily me if I truly feel that other person can do a better job for them.
Exactly. I mean, you take our grasshopper rep, our Jeff Hammock, who you interviewed earlier, super guy. All of us, out here have been knowing one another for quite a number of years. If we don't have the product that a customer is looking for by far, I'd like for him to get the sale over, a brand X that we don't necessarily know something about. But every brand that Johnny has out here is just a superb line. Otherwise, he would not have it. So, he does well for all of us.
Great testimony for Johnny and all of his staff here at Lane's Outdoor Equipment. Robert, thank you for taking the time to visit with us today. More importantly, thanks for being here in Chipley and Washington County. Hopefully, as I've said to all of you reps out here, hopefully you recycle back, you spend some time with us in other times of the year. Got a lot to offer here in what we call the real Florida, so consider that an invitation. Hopefully you'll spend more time with us.
Sure will. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it.
And thanks again for being here.
Yes, sir.
Here with Robert Irby with Skag, here at the open house, the big one-day sale at Lane's Outdoor Equipment in Chipley. If you see this now, you've obviously missed the sale, but mark your calendar next year about this time. More importantly, come by see Johnny sometime at another time of year. He's always got lots of bargains, lots of sales, lots of used equipment that's refurbished, that's on sale. More importantly, all of these great lines, all represented here at Lane's Outdoor Equipment. So if you're interested in any outdoor equipment, chances are you're going to have the opportunity to stack it up against its closest competition and make that informed decision about what you should buy. So again, Johnny and the staff out here at Lane's doing a great job. You're watching Real Florida Magazine, and we will be right back.